that Tony, award-winning guy, died from the cold? Oh, that was so sad.
Does your eyes get awful with your glasses?
Oh, yeah. I figure I'll put them on when I need to see.
That's why I'll be taking it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to call the July 6, 2020 Crest Hill City Council meeting to order. If everyone would please rise for the pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
With liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Ray Solomon.
Here.
Blake Conklin.
Present.
Scott Dyke.
Here.
John Boucher.
Here.
Barbara Scolaire.
Here.
Claudia Gazal.
Here.
Tina Oberlin.
Present.
Marco Colo DiPietro.
Here.
Nate Albert. Joe Kubal.
Here.
Okay, well, first of all, welcome back, everybody. This is the first time that we have been back together as a group in this building since March 16th. Personally, I'm glad that the virtual meetings for now are over because they are sometimes annoying and frustrating with the delay and with the freezing up and the background noise and everything. So it's good to be back here. Everybody will notice that we are socially distanced the best we can in a very small room. You will also notice that there are only 2 department heads here presently. The other department heads do not have any agenda items, so we told them to stay home, and we will continue to do that so we can free up more space for the public if people want to come to any one of our meetings. So if there is a need for them to speak, they will come to the podium. You can address your questions at the podium to them also, and that's how we are going to operate it going forward here. So we'll continue with the agenda items. We do not have a business promotion this evening. First on the agenda are the minutes from the City Council meeting held on June 15th, 2020. Motion would be in order.
So moved.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Scolaire, seconded by Alderman Colo DiPietro for the approval of the minutes of the Crest Hill City Council meeting of June 15, 2020. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
John Boucher.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Nate Albert. Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Barbara Scolaire.
Yes.
Marco Colo DiPietro.
Yes.
Motion carries.
You also have before you the minutes of the virtual work session that was held on June 22nd, 2020. Motion would be in order.
So moved as presented. Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Oberlin, seconded by Alderwoman Gazal for the approval of the minutes of the virtual meeting held on June 22nd, 2020. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Barbara Scolaire.
Yes.
Marco Colo DiPietro.
Yes.
Nate Albert. Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Boucher.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, we do have a limited agenda this evening. As you can see, our city administrator, Heather McGuire, is sitting in the audience. She does not have any agenda items. Her report is in your packet. If you have any questions, we can entertain them now, and Heather will go to the podium to answer them. Anyone? Okay, great report, Heather. Moving on to our Public Works Department. Our Public Works Director, Tom Miggets, is here. He does have a couple of agenda items. So good evening, Tom.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. It's nice to see everyone again. 2 things on the agenda this evening. The first is a request to extend the janitorial services contract with Unimax. They have been providing that service for several years now, and we look to extend that for another year. The price we receive from them includes additional costs for cleaning the new Public Works facility when it comes online, and also some additional cleaning areas at the East Side Treatment Plant. I'm seeking your approval to enter an extension with Unimax for cleaning services for $47,400 for the next year, starting in August.
Motion would be in order.
So moved.
Second.
I think I heard Alderman Boucher make the motion, second by Alderwoman Scolaire.
I want to make that.
Yeah, Alderman, you made the motion. And we did discuss this at the June 22nd work session that we had. Questions or comments in regards to the extension of the janitorial services contract? Roll call, please.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Marco Colapetro.
Yes.
Nate Albert. Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is something we've discussed at work sessions before, including the last one. This is a contractual mowing and maintenance to get down to a base condition on Jasmine Creek. The proposal would take out all the invasive vegetation and also some of the hard material that was placed down there before, regrade the creek so that it flows properly and flows in the direction that it should.
So moved as presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Oberlin, seconded by Alderman Cola DiPietro for the contractual mowing and regrading of Jasmine Creek. Again, this was discussed at several work sessions, the last one which was on June 22nd. Also, questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Nate Albert. Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Marco Colapetro.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. That is all I have on the agenda this evening.
One thing I forgot I wanted to ask, are we still trying to see if there's any grants we can apply for this?
We'll keep looking for them.
I got two things.
Okay.
The grass got mowed on both sides of the road, nice job,
Thank you.
happy now.
Thank you.
And the guys did a nice job putting that parkway, the dirt by my yard on the parkway.
Glad to hear that.
Dumb things.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions, Public Works? Okay, thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Moving on, Community Development Department, we have nothing on the agenda this evening. And also for the Police Department, you have the report in your packet, and there are no agenda items for the Police Department. Moving along to the Mayor's report, I do not have any agenda items either. I do have a couple of announcements. The first one is regards into Census 2020. Spoke with Bernice Alvarez last week, and we are just above 70% citywide. That is very good. We are having some counting issues at Stateville Prison, and also we're having some counting issues in Ward 2, basically Arbor Lane Apartments, the Woodlands. So we're working with the owners of the apartment complex for door hangers and to try to get the word out for the residents inside of the apartment complex to at least go online. They have suspended the door-to-door activities. So with the virus, it just hit at a very inopportune time. So I'm making a plea to all of our residents tonight. If you have not taken the 5 minutes to fill out the census, please go online and please fill it out. It'll be a tremendous benefit for the city of Crest Hill for the next 10 years, not only in funding for health services, for education, for transportation. Those monies will come through the federal government to us, but also the representation that we have in Washington and in Illinois is based on the census and the amount of senators and representatives that we have also. So please, it's very important that you do take the 5 minutes every 10 years to fill out that form. It's online. You can go to the library. I believe they have accessibility with a computer at the library to fill it out. If you need any assistance, you can certainly call here and we can guide you in the right direction also. But please help us out the best that you can. And also to the residents on Kelly on 1600, 1700, 18, and 1900 blocks, and also the residents on Pioneer Road. I will tell you that both road projects are going along very well. The Kelly Avenue project is for new water main and new storm sewer in several places to help alleviate some of the flooding issues that we have during rainfalls. Pioneer Road is moving along also. Austin Tyler is doing the Kelly Avenue project, and P.T. Farrow is doing the Pioneer Road project. They are taking out a lot of curb along the Pioneer Road access, and that's going to be a grind and an overlay. So both projects are moving along well. I ask for your patience. I know that there is, especially on these hot days, there's a lot of dust, there's a lot of noise, it's a lot of early mornings and late nights for the construction companies to be out there. But bear with us for the next 5-6 weeks or so, and hopefully, you know, the improvements will, the finished product will be a tremendous improvement and a tremendous benefit to all the residents. So that is it for the mayor's report. If there's any questions, I'll try to entertain them. Hearing none, we will move on to the city clerk's report. Vicki Hackney.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have no report this evening. Welcome everyone back. Nice to see faces, or half faces, I should say. Just to the residents, so you know that garage sale permits are on sale. You can put them in the white drop box. The application you can get offline with your fee, and we can email them to you if you want to give us the email address, or if you want to pick it up at a later date. City Hall is open for you to pick those up. I know we've had a few people come in and some that have requested it be emailed. So anyway, we can make it easier for you if you want to avoid any contact here. Is, you know, more than happy to abide by it. So if anyone has any questions, that's all I have this evening.
Any questions of the city clerk? All right, thanks, Vic.
Thank you, Ray.
Moving on to the treasurer's report. Our treasurer, Glenn Conklin. Good evening, Glenn.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'd like to report regular and overtime payroll from June 8th, 2020 through June 21st of 2020 in the amount of $221,030.26. I seek your approval on our list of bills, which in that same time period amounted to $546,881.26.
So moved as presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Overland, seconded by Alderman Dyke for the approval of the list of bills. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Marco Colo DePietro,
Yes.
Nate Albert, Joe Kubo,
Yes.
John Verche,
Yes,
Barbara Scoler,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal,
Yes.
Scott Dyke,
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
I thank you all. I'll answer any questions if you have them.
Any questions of the city treasurer?
Thank you and good
Thanks,
night.
Glenn. Moving on, unfinished business. We have nothing on the agenda. Anyone? New business? Nothing on the agenda. Anyone?
I have a comment. I wanted to address it earlier, but for whatever reason, I'm kind of like getting used to. I reached out to Scott today, and he did reply to me. There's a lot of signs that they're no longer, like, if you go to Renaissance, there's a sign says townhomes, condos, whatever they're coming, it's all faded. It needs to come down. The one on the corner of Weber and came from that realtor, that place, it's been already, it's all crooked. I mean, we need to start looking at these signs and clean up the city a little bit. He did say he's gonna talk to code enforcement. I'm like, that's not code enforcement. Well, maybe it is.
Yeah, it would be for anything that's lingering like that, that needs to be cleaned up on the property, would go through code enforcement, so I'll make sure that it gets looked into and that we start getting some of those signs down.
Yeah, we need to start cleaning all
We
this
have
mess.
not had an admin hearing either because of COVID for a few months, so some of these tickets may be lingering on. I'm not sure if those ones have been issued or not, but anything that has been issued was postponed due to the size gathering, so we are restarting that in July here, so some of that you'll see some movement on as well.
Thank you.
Heather, on that same note, on Theodore Street, right before the intersection of Theodore and Gaylord, on the, I guess it would be the south side, one of the road, I don't know who fixes this, but it's laying there tipped over on something. One of
Just
the
like the street
streets,
sign
the
name?
road is, you know, directional
Okay.
speed limit type sign.
Okay, that should be ours, so that should be something that Public Works can look into and get corrected.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, committee liaison reports. Anyone? City council comments, positive city council comments, anything you'd like to share with your constituents? We'll begin with Ward 1, Alderman Verche tonight.
nothing to report.
Alderman Dyke.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
Ward 2, Alderwoman Sclair.
Just want to say it's great to see everybody here again, instead of virtual meetings, and stay safe out there, everyone.
Alderwoman Gazal.
No comments, Mayor.
Ward 3, Alderwoman Overland.
Well, I want to wish my co-pilot, Marco, a very happy birthday. He's got a big birthday coming up Friday. I think he's going to be 32. And today's our chief's birthday. Also, happy birthday to our chief as well.
Alderman Cola DiPietro.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Ward 4, Alderman Albert. Alderman Kubal.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
Okay. Public comment. Anyone that would wish to address council, you need to step to the podium, state your name for the record, your address is optional.
I just want your opinion after the.
Tom, you need to come to the podium, Tom.
Can we do it after this is over with or no?
If you'd rather.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? No? Okay. All right. Is there a need for an executive session, Heather?
No, there's not, Mayor.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
We have motion for an adjournment by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderman Verche. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Nate Albert, Joe Kubal,
Yes.
Marco Cody Petro,
Yes.
Tina Oberlin,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal,
Yes.
Barbara Sclair,
Yes.
John Verche,
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Meeting is adjourned at 7:17 PM. Thank you and good evening.
I found that meeting as a